Hey Taurus, this is Crystal Rose. I'm a comfy soul. I'm glad to have you here. So I'm going to start with the Psychic Tarot, BAM, by John Holland. This is a really good way to read intuitively if you're just starting out with tarot, don't really know the symbols, the meanings, etc., etc. And the Oracle of the Seven Energies is how I'll be giving you some advice at the end, okay? That's by Colette Baron Reed. If you'd like either one of these decks, you can find them in the description below. And let's get cranking. So I'm going to start with a past situation and see what the present moment is with that and where you're headed. And then anything else I need to clarify, I'll look at along the way just to make sure that I'm very clear about what this is regarding. It also helps you if you right now set an intention for what it is you'd like an answer for. And then trust that this is going to answer that for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this particular video. So be specific about your question, as specific as you can get, and let the rest answer you, okay? All right, let's see. Past, the present, and the future. All right, so in the past, we have some intuition kicking off. There's something you knew. You saw the universe ahead of you, and you had to open the door. In this present moment, you have gained some wisdom. There's something you've learned, and you're ready to put that into building the foundation that it was that you were looking for. And maybe for some of you, I'm feeling this is also like, okay, I've gathered enough info. I've gotten all the downloads. I'm going to start my business, right? Because I see two things. I see you saw the way ahead and the way to a happy family and a happy home, and the light bulb went on, right? But what's coming in the future looks like a bunch of inaction. There's a castle there in the background, but this guy's got his back turned to it and he's bored. He's not happy. So I feel like this wisdom has nowhere to go yet. You haven't made a decision or done something with it in order for this to result in something that is going to be more passionate and fulfilling for you. So let's break this down. Break her down. All right, intuition. Tell me more about your intuition. This has the number 2 on it. Just thought I should call that out. Ah, could be around relationships, peace, love, harmony, making something right. So there's something there that you connected with in the past, or someone that was a peaceful situation to you. Tell me more about this. Balance. You know what though? Look at this. I want you to see something. In this deck, the black cards are major arcana cards in the tarot. So all of these are major transformations in your life. So intuition, harmony, and balance, right? So this is what was called for. Maybe you had too much fight in you, Taurus. Maybe there wasn't enough compromise either with you or another person, but there was something that had a good beginning, that was harmonious, and there was balance there for a minute. So, and actually I'm not seeing anything that says there was an imbalance at all. It just looks like your light bulb went on so hard that you were like, yeah, this was kind of great. I really, really enjoyed the connection we had. So tell me more about this wisdom. What has come up here? So in your present moment, you are emotionally rethinking a situation. So I do feel maybe this feels like the one that got away type thing, right? Tell me more about this. Maybe you live by the beach because I see you over here contemplating at the water. Some of you might be going on a spiritual retreat in order to regroup. A meditation retreat, a women or men's healing retreat, but really thinking about what you've learned emotionally. That is really what you're contemplating here. Okay, tell me more about this emotional withdrawal. Yeah, it has to do with relationship. Absolutely, sacral chakra. So this is the sex organs center, and this is also a place of creativity. This is right below your navel here, and this is a relationship center. So you might have noticed like orange things poking out at you everywhere, cars, clothing, or like orange objects sticking out at you. Maybe you've noticed like citrine rocks or, you know, things of that nature. Carnelian popping up. So anyway, there's a need for you to either eat, be aware of, wear the color orange, just like even focusing on that in that area down below and being able to see that little orange ball. Maybe there's debris on it, maybe it's a little dark orange, a little burnt, and you need to shine some light on it. Send a little love down there to your sacral chakra so that you can glow this up to a beautiful bright orange yellow that has something to give, because I feel like that's what you've learned. Let's go back to this wisdom card for a second. You see that sun in the background? It's yellow and orange. There's a bright orange glow behind that house right there. And that book, is this book orange? Red? Is red or oh, it's kind of reddish. But the light that's coming out of it is yellow on that orange sun, and that makes everything orange behind. The sun is definitely orange. So look at what wisdom it is that you've gained in this moment of solitude and probably singledom is what it looks like you're at personally, privately right now. Maybe if you are with somebody, you've debated making this a real thing, like committing, and you're holding your energy back and not fully committed to the situation at the moment. So contemplate moving forward, I think, is what this is asking you to do, because it does have a beautiful beginning here. All right, let's go forward to why we have discontent and boredom in your future card, because I don't like that. That's not a cool future. So notice that, or at least let me teach you in case you don't know, that moving forward, whatever this energy is not written in stone. You have free will. God gave you the ability to make choices and do your own thing. It's like a father that's going to let you fuck up and make all your mistakes and do whatever you got to do, right? So, and still love you anyway. So if you need to make a decision to get out of this energy, or this is where you're headed now, if you don't make a move, you have all the free will choices in the world, all the options available to you to make a different decision and change the outcome of this if this is not something that you desire. If this is a motivating factor for you to take some action, well, then that's a good thing, right? Just all depends on your perspective. But I'm noticing that in your present situation is an emotional withdrawal with a green border. This is your heart chakra energy. Heart chakra is green. And then discontent and boredom. So I feel like you might be single, because at the top of this card is 4, and on the top of this card in the present is 8. And it's like, if I put it together with the person on the other side of the ocean, it'll be 8 instead of 4, like multiplied. So I think you might have learned that maybe putting stuff together is better for you. Okay, so let's see what else comes with discontent and boredom. Yeah, see? Green again. But this time it's supportive partnerships, it's compromise, it's mutual affection. Cups are emotions. Green is heart chakra energy. This is celebrating an engagement or finding the person to be with. So are you just won't be happy until you find this person? Is that what the discontent is? Let me ask one more clarifying question about discontent. Yes, that's it. That's your truth. They're standing on the scales of justice. This is the truth. This is a major arcana, black card, major transformation, major lesson learned. And the truth is, you need to balance this out to make it right. So what happens if there's only one person standing on that scale? You're going to be heavy, weighed down, discontented. There will be nobody on the other side to balance this out and make it right. So I think that you're the one in the past who had the opportunity to bring more balance to the situation. And if you do that, you will be in a better position. Show me an outcome for this if you take the action. If you take the action, this doesn't happen just magically Like the universe does conspire in your favor, but you have to meet it halfway. You have to like live your life as a human being and make these choices, you know? Woohoo! Triumphant success. Look at that. Beautiful. Speak your truth. Go get this person. Make it right. Do the thing. Okay, let me get you some advice from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, because I like it. That's a very strong outcome for you. Very, very nice. All right. If you'd like a personal reading, head over to comfysoul.com. If you book there directly on the website, it prevents all the spammer bullshit. So try to work with people and services that have a system so that you don't get in trouble scamming, you know? Unless they've been referred, you've been referred to somebody and you already know this person. But if you don't know me, it is safe to go to the website and book there. Or if you've been contemplating getting a reading, I highly encourage that. We'll have a lot of fun. Personal readings are way more fun, way more specific, right? Okay. Oh, look at that. And, oh, look at this. It has a lovely yellow border in the corner right here. This little diamond in the corner tells me which chakra this is. This is the solar plexus chakra right here in the middle abdomen space. And this is about confidence. This is about being secure with yourself, making decisions confidently, trusting yourself, healthy self-esteem. So we have here exposed and revealed. Let me see what is happening inside here. Is that somebody curled up in fetal? Yes, somebody curled up in fetal. There's time, there's a clock, there's your eye opening. So I think that the universe has conspired to open up your perspective on the situation and your confidence for you to go do something about it. So let's see what the book has to say. 21. Number 21. So let's open this up. Thank you. All right. Themes are healing shame, the imposter syndrome. So if you felt like you weren't good enough or you had to hide parts of yourself to be with this person that only left you alienated and alone, you're safe. It's safe for you to open up. Like someone's going to love you for all of you. And if they're not your person, but at least you'll know by being yourself and opening up. You know what I mean? Okay. Letting go of self-condemnation. Don't be hard on yourself. Freedom from past unresolved wounds. Focusing on self-worth and the underlying beauty in rejection. So, when you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong. You feel like you are wrong. Fundamentally flawed. As a human, you know? But that's not a permanent situation. So please forgive yourself, okay? Know that life loves you and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. So here's the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. If you've been triggered by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points, if someone is shaming you, perhaps you've triggered them. It was just very toxic, right? Like drinking poison, like being angry at somebody else is like you drinking poison because they may or may not know you're angry with them, or they may or may not care. But if you continue to spew anger and resentment or fear or things like that against a partner, or, you know, something like, how dare you make me open up more kind of thing, it can make you not trust and love yourself. And also that's putting a lot of negative energy out into the universe, out in the ethers. It puts off a vibe that you are defensive, and you will attract people that will challenge your combative personality. So if you've been experiencing people challenging you and giving you shit, it's because you're probably in too much of a protection mode because of other things that you've been hurt from in the past. So open up. Don't spread that fear, that hate, that anger, that, you know, masking pain can get really painful, right? Because that's like you drinking poison. It's like they can or cannot react to you, and it doesn't matter because you're still perpetuating feeling some kind of way, and that's not healthy for you, right? Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. Free yourself. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something that you have power over and surrender to a higher power. I'm going to say something about that for a second because I want to cover all denominations, atheists, etc., whatever. So, a higher power. This doesn't have to be something you call God, a deity you worship, or, running into a church to confess all your sins because you did something bad and you feel sorry or guilty. This is about you, dealing with you, and checking in with the energy that is around you and what it is showing you can do to heal yourself. So if that higher power is even, not for you, not God, or, a Buddha or whatever other thing you're raising up, it can be your higher self. Maybe this is just you learning to trust you, or a version of you that knows better or remembers from a past life, if that's your thing and you believe in reincarnation and past lives. I wholly do. I've had way too much evidence to ignore it. But, that's for you to figure out in your own journey, right? Okay. So this is a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. So I'm hearing love and be loved. That's what I'm hearing. So if you feel guilty for not opening up all the way, or maybe not receiving all the love that other people gave you because you weren't too vulnerable to let that happen, it's okay. You learn something different. People learn, they change, and just keep moving on. You don't have to be perfect. No one's asking you to be perfect. I'm sure this person knew you were less than perfect and they loved you anyway. And I'm sure they recognized their own flaws and knew that they weren't perfect and were hoping that you would just accept them as they were regardless. I'm hearing to pull one more for you real quick just to make you feel a little better. Feeling the world. I literally said feeling better, and it's feeling the world, and it's the root chakra, number 13. There's a little red. So the root chakra is safety, security, and a foundation. Feeling the world. I literally just read what this was about right before I did your reading. So let me go here and give you a couple highlights just towards the end here. Sensitivity to the feeling of others, awareness of the whole world, and a broader perception, empathy overload, and overwhelm. So if you're a very feeling person and there are times you shut down your feelings to protect yourself, there's a balanced way to go about this. Balance, remember? That was at the beginning. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gifts. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. It's the only thing holding you back. And maybe that was shit on before by other people, but they didn't deserve you. That's it. If they couldn't handle that you're fully open and a loving person and a giver and amazing, then that's their wound. That's their stuff, Men do and should cry. Just saying. You got to have some form of release, right? Hugs. Yeah, men need hugs. Hug somebody. All right, I'm going to leave it there. If you like a personal read, go to comfysoul.com. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I truly appreciate you supporting the channel. If you'd like to be informed of when the next video comes out, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.